Now, in this tutorial, we will take a look at how to create the car loan spreadsheet. On this display, in the top right corner, I have the instructions in the Word document. In the bottom right corner, I have my uh, lecture notes here. And to the left, I have the Excel document. So let's start with the Word instructions. In cell E5, calculate the monthly payment for the loan if the APR is equal to the value in cell B5 and the length of time is equal to the value in cell D5. So in the first chart, we're asked to calculate that car payment using the given formula here. Since the formula bar in Excel has only one line, we have to write that formula for Excel in a single line. And you see I've written it here in a single line. Notice how I added an extra set of parentheses in the numerator and in the denominator so that Excel knows what the numerator is and the denominator is. So this is the formula we're going to use here. So using that first chart, we can map the variables to the cell locations. So P is A5, the APR is B5, N is C5, T is D5, and our payment is E5. So the formula we have here in Excel becomes, using the mapping, this is our formula for Excel. So I want to type this formula into Excel. So I select the cell here and I start typing in. So once I have entered the formula, it's a good idea to do your work on paper in case you make a mistake. You can have something to look at. So once I've typed it in, you want to make sure that it matches what you have on paper. And it looks like it matches. So I hit enter here and it gives me the payment. Okay, in the second chart, we can use this formula here. Use this formula to find the payment for C10. So recall our original formula here. In this case here, some of the variables we're going to take from the first chart and some from the second chart. So print P is A5, APR is going to come from B10 from the second chart. Our N is going to come from the first chart, N is C5. T is C9, it comes from here, the second chart. And the payment is going to result is C10. So when we do this, we can map another mapping and come up with this formula here for C10. So we want to enter this formula here into C10 to get our payment. So I select C10, then I go to my formula bar and I start typing. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . So I'll type the formula in and make sure it matches. And it doesn't match. Fix it there. And make sure it matches what's right here for C10. Looks like it's a match. Okay, and that gives me my payment for that one cell. To fill in that chart, some of the cells are going to need full or partial restrictions. So for P5, P5 becomes $, A5 becomes $, $5. So it's always fixed. The principal is always going to be the same. And N is equal to C5 becomes $C, $5. There's always 12 months in a year. And then we have, these will be allowed to change depending which way they're being dragged. C9 becomes C $9. It'll be fixed up and down and change left to right. And APR is equal to B10, which would become $B10, which will change when it goes up or down. And it'll be fixed when it goes left to right. Okay. So we recall our original formula. Then we can modify the cells like this here with the $signs added. So our new formula for C10 will look like this here. So this is our new formula we want to enter into C10. We can make modifications up here. So I have $A, $5, and I have $B10, $B10, $C, $5, $C, $5, $5, and down here we have $C, and we have $5. And we have C $9. And then you check to see if it matches what you have on paper. And it looks like it matches. So I hit enter. Okay, have the same number. Now we can use this formula to fill in the entire chart. So I'll take my cursor and I go to that bottom right corner where it becomes a plus. Left click and hold and drag it down. And it fills it. And I can do the same thing again and drag it across. And it fills it in. Okay. In the third chart here, total interest. They want us to find the total interest paid over the life of the loan. So the total interest is going to be the total payment minus the amount of the loan. So the total interest here, total payment is what? The number of payments times 12 times the number of years of the loan minus the amount you borrowed, P. And this is how that looked. And they want the end result to go into C24 here. So I'll select that cell, go to my formula bar, C10, star, 12, star, C, $9, close parentheses, minus, $A, $5, We check to see if it matches what's on paper, and it appears that it does match what's on paper. And so I hit enter. Okay. And then I drag it, go to that bottom right corner, left click and hold it, drag it down, and I drag it across. The bottom left corner, left click and hold it, and drag it across. Okay. Now, interest is what you pay. Interest owed is what you pay for using someone else, the convenience of using someone else's money. So the longer you use someone else's money, the more interest you're going to pay. And the more of it you use someone else's money, the more interest you're going to pay. Okay. Now, in this last step here, they want us in cells in this cell range here, A36 to J36. Insert a line chart to show the relationship between total interest paid and APR. Select B23 to H33. So B23 to H33. On the Insert tab, select Recommended Charts. Then click Line Chart. Okay. Apply Style 1, so go to Chart Design, and there's Style 1. Add a chart title, choose the above chart option, and they want to see total interest paid. For the life of loan by APR and time. Okay. And replace the axis type for horizontal axis. So you want to add a horizontal axis and a vertical axis here. So that I can select that. Okay. So the horizontal axis will be APR. So I'll select it and I can enter it. And for the horizontal, vertical axis, we have interest. So I can select that. And you want to drag it over to the region. What you want is so that the computer can grade it. Here, make sure it covers all the cells. Okay. And that is, after that, um, Move the chart, remove the chart so it fits the area there. Save your file and submit for grading. And this is how you go about creating Excel car loan spreadsheet.